Test.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright, good afternoon, brother. How's things going?
Oh, fucking boy, I'm chilling, bro. This bitch.
Hell yeah.
How you doing?
Man, I've been chilling, trying to get through the end of the year, man. Trying to get through the end of the school year, but other than that, just trying to see what's happening. It's been a minute since I sat down and spoken with an individual who's trying to push the community forward, really drive Albany into a different direction. So I think we'll start by that. If power demands respect, what kind of initiatives are you doing in Albany right now?
I'm gonna keep it so 100 right now. My view is like so further than Albany. Like I'm trying to do things outside of like the local scene. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not much room in the local scene, and I just mean in the sense of like we all kind of do the same thing. We go to shows. We all are like performing. It's us. We, you know what I mean? We are the crowd. You know what I mean? We kind of just perform for each other. It's not really pushing what I personally want for myself and my team and my brand any further than where it kind of is right now, and I'm grateful for it. But I'm trying to expand and do shows more in the city. Try to see Mass, touch Boston a little bit and shit. Like that's kind of more where my mind's directed at.
Certainly. You mentioned that you got a lot of things coming up. You got projects on the way.
Yes, sir.
But before we get into that, I really want to break down the meaning of the movement.
Of course.
Like, for those who don't understand, what does PDR stand for? I know that question could demand a direct acronym, could demand a symbolic answer, but
Right.
I kind of want to know about Par del Rio.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, PDR is an acronym. Alright, so PDR started like I had this friend named Hav. Shout out Hav. When we was growing up, we used to like play like he lived on this block called South Barney, so I used to be like, fuck them SB niggas. He'd be like, fuck them PDR niggas. So that's where it initially came from. Then we all like my mom got sick. My mom got cancer, so she like was gone for a long time, like getting like treatment and shit. That's what I was like. I had to be like maybe like 16, bro, 17, bro. And like, so she was away getting treatment, so the crib was like the spot, like you feel me? We would just all just be in that shit. Me and the guys, it'd be mad at us. Yeah, that shit used to be lit. But like, then we started jacking that shit like, all right, we're PDR, like, because this is where we always at, you feel me? And then my mom's crib was 22. So like, 22 part of Rio, you feel me? So it's like, PDR 22, so that's almost kind of symbolic for me. The 22, we pushed that shit so crazy. Like we were talking about that earlier, like duality, and like 22 is the master number for bringing dreams into fruition. You know what I mean and shit. So like that. Then we got, I got locked up, and I was like maybe I don't remember how old I was, but I got out in 2017, or I might have got locked up 2017. Got out 2018. When I came home, I wasn't rapping at all. Like I wasn't making no music. Shout out Rue. Rue was the nigga to like get me back in my bag again, to kind of like start pushing the music shit and like, yo bro, you're good. It's like, don't waste your talent and shit. So once we started doing that, like I started taking it more serious, and like we branded it. And one day it was all of us. We was going to this podcast, and I think we were just all not falling out, cause like we friends and we really love each other. Like it was like before like even music, we were friends, but like we wasn't all seeing eye to eye creatively, you know? And right before we going into this podcast interview shit, my cousin, shout out Silky, my cousin, the nigga was like while we all just talking in the car, we all like talked about everything, my cousin just tapped me like, yo, power demands respect. I'm like, huh? It was like some movie shit, and I'm like, huh? He like, yeah bro, power demands respect. He like, PDR. I'm like, nah, that's fire. I'm like, nah, say it again. What niggas just said, he said it again. Everybody's like, nah, that shit hard. So we ran with that, and we like branded it that way because like, again, like duality, like power does demand respect, respect does demand power. You know what I mean? It's like, no matter which way you flip it, it's like
you want it to be this way.
Yeah, but it could be that way. But if it is this way, it still work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you want it to be one way. Sometimes people just want things to be one way.
100%.
But it's the other way.
100%.
And if you want it, the more that you want it, the more that you desire it, the more you put the word out that you're going to do something, the less you're going to do it.
I feel that too. Like, in the sense of like, when you speak on your dreams with people, sometimes the thought of the dream, or it's like you just saying it out loud and telling somebody else, sometimes that's enough to like take the battery out your back to not do it, because it's like the feeling that you feel telling somebody like, yo, imagine this with me, imagine what I'm gonna do.
It could block your own blessings.
You actually get into it and bring it to fruition. So
because if you're wanting, you're desiring, you're wanting it so bad, you're living it not in the present. You're not doing it.
That's fucking real. That's real. Cause I feel like I'm like that too. I feel like I'm very like so worried about music and shit sometimes, so worried about numbers and views, and I'm not just like sitting there creating and being like I'm present in the creation, and I'm blessed and grateful to be able to do this and put it out. And even if it's 10, 20, 30, 80, 100 people, like whoever hears it, it's like I should just be grateful for that, you know what I mean? So I can attest to that too, bro.
Absolutely, and I didn't want to dismiss a wonderfully formed answer when it comes to Pdr Rio.
For sure.
I think I would follow it up with another question and speak to the extent of, we're not from here.
Yeah.
I don't know if Pdr Rio is even from here. That's not important. The fact of the matter is, neither of us are really from this area, yet we're trying to perform to our highest level
in this room.
In our own, like, the only person we have to prove to each other is each other. I don't have to prove anything to anyone, but I have to keep on the promises I make to myself.
That's real.
You know?
That's very real. That's very real. Like, you gotta be true to you. You gotta be able to follow through. Like, for the most part, on some real shit, you gotta be able to follow through. I feel like I said before, like, it's easy for a nigga to be like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go do this and dream, and like, cause we all are dreamers. I'm a big dreamer. I have a lot of friends that are dreamers, and it's like so easy for us to dream and be satisfied for that feeling that we get off the dream and not attacking and accomplishing it and bring it and make it reality. You know what I mean? And it's like that is the best feeling when you can look at the project like it's like your baby, like you incubated it. You feel me? And it brought it to a point where it's like, nigga, this is a living thing that I had to raise and create. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm rambling, if that makes sense.
No, I hear you, because you said that you got some work coming out.
For sure.
You said the summer's coming up.
For sure.
Cinco de Mayo very soon.
For sure.
Cinco de Drinko coming up, absolutely.
Yeah.
So like, by the time this comes out, either way,
Cinco de Drinko is crazy.
I believe in the project, because like, it's not about how much you can flex, like who can do the worst things to each other. It's about entertaining the ladies. Like, we don't want to put on something that's gonna scare the ladies. We don't want to
Definitely don't want to scare the hoes, bro.
We don't want to do that.
Definitely don't want to scare the hoes, cause I feel like niggas be scary too. Like, niggas be scary.
Just be friendly, like, you know what I mean? Just be yourself.
I wanna have a good time, and I wanna
just do you.
Be with women, and I wanna go do shows, and I want to see women in the crowd.
Yeah.
I don't wanna see a bunch of niggas, and I don't wanna.
Well, it's crazy because the foreshadowing that the project was delivered is, when it's delivered, it's gonna deliver some pain. It's gonna hit on, you know, we love the songs where it's not so fast that it's just club. It's not so slow that you don't want to do nothing. It's right in between. It hits you in the heart, but it makes you feel something. So I think it was track number 3 that you played on the preview, but I really felt like adding something onto that hook.
Yeah.
Felt the pain, so can you speak to that?
Yeah, so I got this project I'm working on right now. Shout out Supreme Makes Beats. He ran down on me at a show. He's a
Babe or Supreme, either way.
Yeah, I be calling that boy Preem, you feel me? Shout out to Preem, yeah, Supreme, cause that nigga ran down on me one day. I forgot where he was at. I did the Live Extra. It was like a Live Extra show under the bridge in Rensselaer. And it was like, niggas brought the Tesla out. They had, like, he was in the field with the Tesla and the speaker. Shout out Tweety was out there too.
Okay, so quick sidebar, when they had the Beats and Eats, they had the guys playing the Mario Kart in the back of the whip.
Did they?
Nintendo 64.
That's tough, I didn't see that.
Like the little box car, like, could've had Kirby.
Yeah.
What you know about?
Yeah, niggas know about the Kirby shit, stupid. I'm like addicted to Kirby, bro. Seriously.
Well, I mean, everyone loves N64, Smash Bros. Everyone started somewhere. I started on GameCube, went to the Wii. I was still Nintendo, but I can't not mention PS1 NFL Blitz.
I was more of a
tiny players.
The league. Like my friend, I had a neighbor named Carl. Carl used to have that game, the first one that you talking about. And I didn't know any of the codes. You know, like when it's loading up, you just button mash. You're trying to
you just like
arms, like random shit. Yeah,
because you hold it like.
Yeah.
For those that didn't know, you had to have.
Yeah, you had to get crazy.
A little wheel. You had to like dual wheel.
For sure.
Like when you're driving down the highway, it's like 76. It's a little muggy, but it's a little breezy too. So you're gonna crack both windows here, and maybe the moonroof if you got it. But you're gonna throw on at least 2 notches of AC. You're gonna do a wheel.
You gotta do a wheel. You gotta
So
no cap though.
Midwestern tradition special.
No cap though. But the nigga, so the nigga premiered down to me at the Live Extra show, and he just was like, yo, I fuck with you. I fuck with, like, you know what I mean? Cause I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he seen me before that show. I don't think he did, but he seen me, he was like, I fuck with your performance. He's like, I'm gonna sing some beats. And we just tapped in, and he sent me like a pack. I think I did one song. I did Twisted. Twisted is already out on streaming. Niggas know that shit. I did Twisted, that shit was hard. And then I think I maybe, I don't remember if during the moment.
Twisted mixed and mastered.
Yeah, out, like.
Yeah,
completely.
Out the door. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah, streaming.
It's yours.
Yeah, for sure.
Cop it now.
Yeah, for sure. Signature on it.
Yeah,
shit.
All that.
So I did that. Then I went back into the pack, retouched the pack. I think I made 4 or 5 more in like spending like 2 days. Send it to him. He was like, nah, that's crazy.
In here? In the crib?
Yeah, in the back room, right in the back.
In the crib.
Yeah, we in the crib, by the way. I did that shit like spending like 2 days. Set that shit off. I was like, bro, we should just do a tape. I don't know if I don't think I'll refine. I think I just put everything I did on that shit. You feel me? But everything, I think I was in this mood of like, I was dealing with like a breakup. I'm like an emotional nigga. So like I was trying to channel my emotion through, you know, the art or whatever. And like, it's just like, like I said, it was spending 2 days. So like, it was all accumulation of what I was feeling right now. So it's all very cohesive. You know what I mean? Not right now, but in that moment. And it was like very cohesive. It wasn't like, okay, well, I made a song last month and then I'm just putting pieces of songs together. It was like, but we just make a tape in a day type shit, you know?
Yeah, so what you're telling me is Shorty had you twisted. You might have had her twisted a couple times like a pretzel, but now it's twisted backwards. Someone's got it backwards and frontwards, and you're like Dontrell Willis, how you twisted.
You feel me?
And like, you stuck in the stretch. It's stretching you, it's twisting you. Pause. but like, you might still want to get something off your chest for the folks who
and you know, my thing is, it's like, the project is based around that situation, and you know, like with time, people heal from situations. I'm not necessarily where I was when I created that, but at the same time, I feel like that's a good staple in my life and my feelings. It's like on a timeline, you know what I mean? So it's like, I do want to give it to the people, and honestly, bro, outside of it even being like a situational type of thing, it's like, it's good music, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's very
contextual.
It's good music, bro. It's trendy. It's like, and I kind of don't like the word trendy, because I kind of feel like trendy is like a nigga would do anything that's just on the wave, and I don't mean like that, but it's like very
situational.
But it's for the times. I feel like sonically, like outside of subject matter, I feel like sonically the beats, like it's a lot of like new jazz, it's a lot of sexy drill, it's a lot of like modern sounds. You know what I mean? It's not like, I'm not just, yes, I am rapping my ass off, but I'm not like barring you up to death. I'm giving you melodies, I'm giving you flows.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
If that's the case, you're giving the people what they want. You're giving them, when can I give at least 4 lines on the hook? At the family reunion.
Who we introducing? When I drop, we gonna double back to the remix.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
The deluxe.
I'll get you on the remix, but he pieced me up.
It's a slight. That was.
That nigga pieced me up earlier. Bad, crazy, bad. You know what I mean?
It's not the same on camera because, you know, it's just not as authentic yet. So just give it time. I would like to know how many people are in the 22 movement. If you think Beast Coast is Underachievers Pro Era at one time, Underachievers Pro Era, Flatbush Zombies 25, 30. How many is PDR 22 go?
Right. It's me, It's Damon. It's running back.
Uh-huh.
It's Jordan Beats. It's Tweety. It's Expensive Thule. It's Ruin the Cut.
Like Neosporin.
You dig? That's 7. It's Steve Silk. That's 8. It's Darren. That's 9.
Not Steve Stout, but Steve Silk.
Steve Silk. The Silky one. Shout out to Silky one. Yeah, and it's Darren. That's it. It's 9. I said 8 Tool already. It's 9.
Scott Stewart's the Steve's.
And you.
And the Silk.
And Ian.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. I mean, who is Ian? At the end of the day, I'm just a fresh, bright, vibrant. I like to wear loud colors and speak loudly. I have a voice that projects.
22 Ian. Pdr Ian. That's it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Yo, you hear me that later right there, buddy?
Yeah.
Thank you. Good man. Good
So you're not from around here, neither am I.
Right.
But regardless, you did go to Shenandoah.
Yes, I did.
Okay, you can speak on that a little bit. Home of Kevin Herter.
It was, yeah, shout out Kevin Herter, man. He's not the only nigga from Shen that's balling. But my son Kevin. That was bad, Courtney. But nah, I went to Shen. Shen was like it was cool because it was like a culmination of like people. It was like a melting pot. I feel like in a sense, not all the way, but in a sense, I feel like in a sense it prepared me for life because the graduating class was like in the thousands, bro. Like it wasn't like, you know, niggas be graduating from school and they be like, oh, 200 kids, 100 something kids. It's like in the thousands, bro. So it's like
per class.
You feel me? Per class, bro. It's like so you're dealing with all different walks of life, bro. You know what I mean? So I think that kind of prepped me for life. But then at the same time, I feel like it jaded me because, you know, like there was a lot of white people there. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong. I don't mean it like that, but I mean like it was a lot of white people there who are like more like uppity. You know what I mean?
Or well developed, didn't have to work for much.
Yeah.
Came like, from family business.
Yeah.
And
generational money.
I know what you mean, but like, but it also is like the tradition is so thick with the family business that they had no other choice.
Yeah.
But at the same time, nobody really likes someone who can't see that their own shit stinks.
100%. I think that I don't even think it's about like you having, like being born into money. I think it's just more of like your experience. I'm like an experience type of person. Like, bro, you can have money and you can be broke, but it's like, what's in here, bro? What type of person are you, bro? What's your character? You know what I mean? If I could bring you around, you're not gonna steal, you're not gonna try to like, you know what I mean, violate me then, or stab me in my back, then you could be around.
Right.
You feel me? It's like you being you could be around, you're not trying to be nobody else.
And everything is case by case. Like everything is case by case basis. Like it's not like, oh, one person did me dirty, so all people like that are going to do me dirty. It's like, no, that person is that person.
100%.
Not defined by anything else, but by the person. But either way, so you said you went to Shen, and then you touched the Carolinas at one point.
I lived in Charlotte too at a point in time, and I was like maybe like 4 years. Charlotte. I feel like I didn't get to experience the city in a way where it was like as an adult. You know what I mean? Getting the most out of it, but just like I was very youthful out there. So I mean, it was cool. It was a good experience.
You ever go to Fuqua Varna?
Nah, fuck is that?
It's in North Carolina.
What is that?
Or maybe Fuqua Varna. I believe it's where my uncle's brother lives, and I think
Fuqua Varna.
I'm positive. There's Clayton. There's Raleigh.
Durham.
Emerald Isle is the best tucked secret in all of Carolina.
The fuck is out there?
It's like the farthest inland. So it's a destination that's not too commercialized yet. It's just a nice sea.
So is it? You said it's rural.
It's a sea isle. It's Emerald Isle. It's like a sea.
It's not populated.
It's by the ocean. It's not too bad. My grandparents
shorty out there type
shit. Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's like when your friends out here be like, "Oh, I'm going to Rhode Island."
It's very calm. Yeah.
That's tough. No, that's super tough.
But so Carolina. That's also where a lot of hip hop stars. We talk Lil Baby, Lil Baby, yeah. J. Cole.
Who else? Petey Pablo. North Carolina. I feel like.
Tierra Whack. Not Tierra Whack, but sorry. Tia Corinne. She's a sleeper from.
She from NC?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
She talked about on my house. Like, money on my house, give a fuck about.
Nah, yeah, Tia Corinne go crazy. She
Yeah.
definitely goes stupid.
Speaking knowledge, too.
She goes crazy. And she goes stupid.
Real
I didn't know she was from North Carolina.
Yeah, real estate will never go out of style, man. It's like,
That's tough. How you feel about Doechii?
I like it, and she got the Grammys, like the Grammys is a propellant. It's like, no.
Yeah, it sends you.
Yeah.
Put you in a different room. I want to say it like this. I am happy that a black woman is winning. Period.
Yeah, it's not someone who's like the main three, like queen. They like try to box them in.
And
don't
her
have to be the three.
I feel like she's very sexy, but I feel like she's not so overtly sexy where like it's like trashy. Now, and I don't say trashy because I don't think like, and I'm seeing in my mind like Cardi B, like I'm a Nicki fan, like you know what I mean. I don't even mean like that, but I mean like that aesthetic, that diva, the diva aesthetic is not really her vibe. Almost like a Doja Cat, like you know, like the Doja Cat, her aesthetic is sexy, but it's not necessarily the norm of what people want to see.
It's cool to see anyone like new that's winning.
Yeah.
It's cool to see anyone fresh on the scene. You said you were going to different podcasts. Like I think of, you know, I don't know who the hell Adam 22 is, but like fucking Pdr 22 around here. Like who is the coldest in 22 that people should know about?
I feel like the most generic thing for me to say is myself, so I'm not gonna say that. I really think, I really want to say Damon. I feel like a lot of people know that too. I feel like everybody in P, it's like, I can't really just put one name to it because I feel like everybody is extremely skilled and talented and that's why we are together, but
right.
I do think that Damon is on some futuristic.
Or like, who's the coldest number 22 athlete who wore the number 22?
Thule, E-Tool. I don't know if you know who E-Tool is. That's my cousin though. E-Tool, he's the greatest athlete that ever went 22. That's what I'm jacking.
So, what about Deuce Staley?
He won 22? What the fuck is Deuce Staley? No, I don't do sports. I don't do sports.
Deuce
That's hard though. That's hard though.
For the Eagles.
No cap.
You already know.
Deuce. Daily. Deuce Bigga, you heard? Bigga. Deuce Bigga, yeah, we'll keep it there. Keep it there.
I want to keep it funky with the theme of high school though. Like, I want to ask you, like, in high school, did you feel a shift? Like, did you feel different than your peers?
Yeah, I was black. I lived in the suburbs. So, like, the school was, like, mad white kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, it was diverse, but it was predominantly a lot of white kids. And, like, so it already, before music, before creation, before art, it had me looking for people who looked and thought like me. You know what I mean? Like-minded individuals. And there wasn't many black kids there, so like we all kind of just found hope in each other, kind of that type shit.
Man, that's so wavy that we're here today to like talking, you know, presented the function, and now we're here because that reminds me when I was in Ohio, man, walking home with Josh Scott. He was maybe, you know, we had the same amount of black kids you could count on one or two hands in the whole school. But it was a smaller school, like 300 kids. Anyways, me and Skis, Josh Scott, shout out, we would walk out to him. We would walk home and I would ride my bike up the hill. He would walk his way, but I remember telling him I was about to move and he was like, man, that's crazy. But we're up here in New York, so it's like, at the end of the day, the shift emerges when you notice that, like, you don't want to conform, like, you don't want to fit in.
Yeah, I think.
In my point of view.
No, I agree with you. I ain't even cut you off either, bro. Like, conformity is like corny to me, bro. Be yourself, bro. Niggas want to be what they see. And don't get me wrong, I think it's cool to take inspiration from what you see on TV. I think it's cool to want to aspire to be like these people that you look up to. But I think you're supposed to do it like in your own way. Like, and I'm like the biggest, like in that, as far as that goes. I mean, like when I'm creating music, I'm always like sampling. If I'm producing, I'm sampling something. So it's like I already got a feel off of something that somebody else created. You know what I mean? It gave me a feeling to make me want to recreate it in the way I would have did it. You know? But if I'm rapping, a lot of times I might start my verses, or I might have a bar that's like a bar that one of my favorite rappers said, and not like stealing, but like homage. You know what I mean?
Well, good artists copy, great artists steal.
100%.
And yeah, I hear you.
100%.
Because everyone's got to get it from somewhere. Like,
yeah.
like that's why having kids is one of the most beautiful things. It's a blank slate. You can put them onto anything. That's another topic. I think just in terms of like the ways that you like stood out, the way that you distinguished yourself. Did you have any moments where like you were experimental, or you had like anything like an ego death, anything of that nature?
I don't think I've had an ego death. I feel like, I mean, like in a sense, like that's a heavy question, kind of.
It's kind of crazy.
Nah, but it's real though. I don't think there was ever a okay. My turning point was like when I was locked up. You know what I mean? When I was locked up, I was like, all right. Cause even when I came home, I wasn't rapping, but I remember being in this cell. Cause I was 23 and 1, so like I had got in trouble in jail, so they just had me in the cell 23 hours. I'd come out 1 hour. So like I used to be like holding my deodorant, rapping in the mirror, like, you know what I mean? Raps that I wrote like in jail, pretending like I'm like on stage, and that was before I've ever performed. And so like when I got out of jail, excuse me, life was real. So you know I had to deal with.
So you sharpen your sword in jail, like with 100%.
The deodorant? With the deodorant, not with the deodorant, but like yes, in the sense of like always writing all day, always in a notebook. Whether I was holding deodorant, holding fucking a toothpaste thing, you know what I mean? Pretending it's a microphone, you know what I mean? Just like I practiced, and like I'm not even gonna say that I got crazy nights, cause I feel like it was a later date when I started getting better at performing, but I felt like I began practicing like my stage presence and like my swagger, cause I feel like a lot of niggas, you see niggas performing, they be like kind of nervous.
But like monotone and movement.
You know, it's like 100%. You know what I mean? It's like I could look away and I feel like I'm not missing nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be like that.
Versus you want to be in like the festivals, 4 different stages. They want to choose to go to your stage.
You feel me? Exactly, bro. That's exactly how
I want to stand out. Yeah, and I think some of those tracks, like if you want to, you know, go to a concert and it makes you want to just, you know, do what you do, smoke what you smoke, drink what you drink, do whatever makes you feel uninhibited. That one track, that track 3, is gotta be the one where I'm thinking.
You like that shit?
Yeah, like I just, you could do the car test.
You already said Preem.
Do the whip test. I just like, that's the one. Great smooth.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I like that cause it's yo bro, and that's good cause that's not necessarily my favorite. You know what I mean? And I think that's good cause I want people to be able to hear it and be able to say like, damn, like a lot of these songs, like I think all the songs are good, but I want people to be able to listen to it and hear it and be like, yo, bro, this shit is hard. This shit is hard. I might be in the mood getting dressed and I want to hear this. I might be in the car driving to the club. Or I might be going to work. Like the project's mad digestible too. It's like it gotta be a 15-minute project, bro. It's like
so like
very digestible.
The transition, like no artist should box himself in, and I find that like I've never been an artist, but everyone has to try new things. Like whether or not you are the best artist in the world, that's subjective upon opinion. But whether or not you did cool things in life and you were like, yeah, I did some cool things, and you can look at it like that, that's what matters.
Yeah. Okay. I think everything's subjective. I think that what's cool to you might not be cool to me, and vice versa. And it's like your pinnacle might be higher and or lower than my pinnacle. And it's like you might reach your shit, so I can't look down on you and be like, he ain't do shit with his life, because you just might be everything you wanted to do right now. Right?
As long as you can say, you know, you match the gas.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You gotta be able to like be passionate about everything that you're doing, bro. You gotta, and I'm learning too, bro. I'm learning too, just throughout my own life. Like, you gotta love this shit even when it don't give you nothing. Whatever it is, like, whatever your passion is, like my shit is music and art and fashion and all that. But it's like, you gotta love this shit whenever you can. Or like, you always gotta love it, but it's like, it's not always gonna give you love back, you know what I mean? It's like a bad bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Is it gonna reciprocate?
Nah, it'd be like lonely days. It's like, bro, I be joking with my friends and shit, be saying like,
well, the dividends divide.
You feel me, bro? It's like a bad bitch, bro. It's like, yo, bro, you can give it. It's like a bad bitch who like you but don't love you, but you love the bitch, and you're like, take this, and you like trying to shower with gifts. You're trying to shower with like, you know, like passion and shit. And she's like, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. And then sometimes she be like, I'm fucking with this. You feel me? You get your buzz go up or your clout or your, you know what I mean? Whatever word you want to use goes up, and then it's like, okay, she giving back a little bit. Then the next day, then a week go by, that shit start going back down. You gotta stay consistent on that shit. You feel me? Like you said, on the gas all the time. That bitch start getting bored with you. Like, all right, well, these niggas over here got this and that and that. Watch out, fuck with you. It's like a bad bitch, bro. That's how I be thinking about this shit.
I couldn't imagine. But no, absolutely. That sounds competitive.
The nigga said I couldn't imagine.
And lucrative and very, you know, intriguing for one like yourself, like myself. Everyone has different strokes for different folks.
100%.
But I mean, I think I remember a question I forgot about earlier.
Right. The game breaker.
I mean, this may be the game breaker. How do you keep it spicy? Like, how, in a relationship, like I was just mentioning, how do you keep it? You don't want to be monotonous.
Yeah.
Repetitive. How do you?
I don't know, bro. I'm a very spontaneous dude. If we're talking about like romance, bro, like I'm a very spontaneous dude. I think just in general, not even romantically. I think just in my life, I'm very like impulse too. It's like it's not always the best. It's a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? But like I'm very like, let's get up and go do this, and let's go do this. It's like, but I was gonna do that regardless. So sometimes it just be work, and the girl just be with me and be like, or like, and it's not even no like cocky shit. I think everybody should feel like this. Whatever you're good at, like, you know what I mean?
Double down on that.
All right, look.
No, I mean, like, if you're strong, if it's your strength, go hard. Like, like, do what is gonna make you feel the most alive.
And also show people what you love, because one, if somebody loves you, they should love what you love. And also, you never know what a person maybe has never experienced before. Right. So like, when you're showing them some shit that's regular to you, everyday shit, they're like, yo, this is like, I'm having the best time of my life right now. You know what I mean? Like, I've never done no shit like this, some wavy upper echelon shit. But it's like, to you, it's like, nigga, I just rolled out of bed and I do this every day. I'm gonna do this today. I did this yesterday and I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's how I unintentionally keep it spicy and keep it, you know what I mean, keep it fresh. Yeah. You got to, bro. And then every day's a new journey.
But how fresh is he?
How fresh is he? I'm so fresh. That I'll make a bitch stand outside and tell her that she's outstanding.
That's tough.
That was P, huh? That was P, little ism. You feel me? You don't gotta get near me to hear me, you dig? You feel me? You dig? I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit. You gotta pick it up though.
Your mama's so tall, she did a cartwheel and kicked Jesus in the head.
Yeah, nigga said, your mama's so ugly, she stuck her face out the window and got arrested for mooning. That is OD. Nigga said that shit when I was like, nigga said that shit when I was like, fucking like 3rd grade. That's some funny shit. Holy shit.
Baby, it's 3 in the morning. What you doing on the corner?
Nigga rolled the window up on him. Nigga rolled the limo window up.
That's how you just said that mooded line. It sounded like,
yo.
So I got the bag, you know.
Type shit.
Oh man, I think we're at that point where it's like just time to freestyle. Like, I'm about out of questions. Yeah, and it's been a great day. Like it's a Sabbath, and we're just here like kicking it, fucking talking about movements. But I don't know. Like Albany is people kind of crabs in a barrel a little bit, and it's a lot of politics, obviously. Why else would people come to Albany except if you got gray hairs to pass some policies, and then you chop your cigar in the lounge, and then you go back to your nice place in the Hamptons, etc. But like, not to be pessimistic, what are we doing with the big warehouse? Are we gonna turn that into what? And how are we putting Albany on the map? That's the ultimate question.
I'm so beyond, not beyond, and like I said earlier, I don't mean beyond Albany because that's where I live at, you know what I mean? That's where I'm from, that's where I run around. But I mean, like, I feel like I with my passions have to go outward to be able to bring it back inward. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like a, come on guys, and everybody's like, for what? Why the fuck we following you? Mm-hmm. It's like, all right, I gotta guess I gotta go do it, show you why you should follow me, then come back and say, again, come on guys. And then whoever come with me. That's what I feel like. But as far as the warehouse, bro, I don't know what the fuck they doing with the warehouse. I think they should do something cool with the warehouse, bro. Like, it's got mad floors in it, they should renovate it. But like, that's probably gonna take mad money to renovate, you know what I mean? But it's like, I think they should maybe knock it down, build another one. It's like, what if they put floors in that shit and allow people to rent out floors or rent out spaces in that shit? What if it was like I don't know. And this is me like, just like dreaming, like something like creative, you know what I mean? Like,
it's gonna be a helipad. Like, let's be completely honest in the time.
On the top, they put that bitch on the top.
Right now, it's nothing better than a helipad. But like, what the hell are we gonna do with it?
What the hell, Leonce? But my thing is this though.
Office space, parking garage is out. It's played out.
That's true. You think? But I also don't think they're gonna do nothing like creative for no.
What would like Wynwood do? What would Wynwood Art District in Miami do?
But that's what I'm saying. It's not that.
And
it's not that. And that's why my mindset is like, yo, bro, I gotta go to a place where it's like I can go do these things in places where these things are like thriving. You know, that these thoughts and ideas and creative. You know what I mean?
Gotta show and prove. And there's certain cities. I remember seeing a map. If you want to put your clothing, your music, you want to put it in certain cities, and you spoke about Houston.
Yeah, for sure.
Being one of those cities. So what's that looking like? What's your experience, Ben, and what do you have upcoming from Houston?
Alright, so I went to I forgot. I'm so horrible with time, but like end of last year, 2024, I went out to Houston. Shout out my boy Moxie Double. He got me like the plug to be able to go out to Houston. He got me like he got me a major artist feature. Like, I'm sitting on that. But I was out there at TRAEDAY weekend. Shout out TRAEDAY Truth too. TRAEDAY weekend, he had like maybe like, I think it was like more than a weekend. It was like maybe like 4 or 5 days lined up. And they had itinerary and everything, and it was just like crazy. But they had like, it was wild, like, bro. It was like caravan. They had caravans of fucking SUVs and shit when I got off the plane and got to Houston, bro. First of all, cause I'm jumping around. Cause I'm excited about telling the story. But when I went to Houston, remember the fucking Microsoft shit happened, bro?
The NFT?
Was that what that was? No, it was the Microsoft shit. And remember everything had crashed. Remember airplanes was fucked up and like the internet was like off. Like, remember it was like a fucking So around that time, I was going to Houston. And I literally that day, my flight was that day, and niggas, remember they was like planes are liable to crash into each other because the fucking GPS, whatever the shit was, the GPS shit was ran off of
traffic control job.
Yeah, type shit. It was like ran off of like the Microsoft shit or whatever. But so anyway, so I go out, I was headed out there, my fucking bread was fucked up, bro. I was fucked up, bro. I was working a job that was shitty as fuck. Like I was getting like I was getting paid like probably. And I saved up enough to be able to try to bust a move, but it put me in a little jam, fucked around and had to catch the Chinese bus to the city.
No.
I wasn't mad about that because that's some regular shit. Caught the Chinese bus to the city. When I got out there, my man hit me on the phone like, yo, bro, he like, yo, you ain't hear about all this other shit happening, and I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck you talking about? I look up the Microsoft shit. I'm like, damn. He like, yo, you might not even be able to get out here because my son he lived in Houston. So he was like, you might not even be able to get out here. The airplanes and shit. Hurston, Texas.
Like thick in the thick.
Hurston.
Ain't no white picket fence around these parts.
Hurston, you dig? So my son, he said, yeah, I feel that. My son was like, you might not even be able to make it out there because of the fucking Microsoft shit or whatever. So I'm like, damn, I'm sitting at the airport. I make it to the airport.
Adventurous.
You feel me? I make it. I'm a little nervous the whole time. I make it to the airport. Yeah, fuck, as soon as I walk in that shit, bro, it's like a lobby to walk into the tunnel and to, get in and sit down and shit.
Before you even step in.
That shit packed, bro. They like, yo,
smell a haterade.
Bro, it was hot. The fucking attendants was like, yo, bro, niggas need to get in single file over here and over here.
They said that?
Bro,
they said the N-word?
No.
They told you like that? Because that sounds civil. That sounds civil.
Yeah.
You just stepped in.
No, that's real.
I just entered the premise.
I feel like I did hear it, but I couldn't put a face to who You know? Yeah, I know. So it's like, you know,
it's always that
who am I
way.
to even jump out of my body and say?
It's always that way.
You know.
So they're getting you in order, you know, forcefully, with verbal,
racially, a little,
verbatim, yes.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And but like, I'm waiting that shit for like 45 to an hour before I even get into the, you feel me, the check-in.
That's maltreatment in and of itself.
You feel me? I'm walking that shit.
I want a voucher on site.
Nah, really niggas was tight though, bro. You gotta understand, bro. It was really dead of summer, bro. Like about to be like summer almost over, but it was like still fucking hot as fuck. You know, it was hot, bro. It was hot. Like it was like t-shirt, shorts, Jordan 4s.
Like do the right thing, pootie tang hot.
Yes. Like
it's hot too.
It's
I just said that. It's hot.
It's hot, dude. It's hot as fuck. So like niggas is sweating that shit angry. So I finally get into baggage claim, whatever. I finally get to sit down. They canceling flights left and right, bro.
Maxine, you got into Maxine? Is that what you said in the airport? Or you said Maxo Cream in Houston?
Baggage claim.
Maxine, she's the dirty one. You don't want her. But no, baggage claim. Okay, I'm with. I see the vision.
So wait, I get into baggage claim. I finally, you know, check my bags, whatever. I go back outside, matter of fact, because I'm a fucking pothead, and I go smoke like 3 joints
at the airport.
I'm like sitting
flying.
Right there. But it's New York though.
Flying in multiple ways.
It's legal. I wasn't taking it though. I didn't take.
So wait. If we're in Houston though,
not yet.
And we're talking Trey the Fest, like.
Oh yeah, fair.
Trey the Trey Fest.
Yeah, true.
Is that like a baby South by Southwest?
It's like it wasn't so much a festival. It was more like a. I don't even know how to explain. It's his birthday. He's got the key to the city in Houston. So, you know, like, he's running around the city, going to a club. Like, I don't know. Like, he's just taking people. I don't even know how to explain what it is, bro. It's like niggas just with him celebrating his birthday.
Welcoming, like a house party.
It's like, it's like house a birthday. Warming. It's like a week. It's a week-long birthday celebration, basically. It's like, that's the best way I can put it.
Magnificent.
You feel me? Celebrities are coming out. We went to fucking
week-long
Cirque du Soleil, the Black Circus shit. We was in that shit.
Soleil,
you feel me? We was in the clubs. Every club was like VIP. Niggas in the strip clubs. Like, that shit was just lit. And it was a lot of like, outside of the bullshit and having fun and shit, it was like a lot of legends out there. It was a good networking opportunity. It was good, like, a lot of Instagram personalities out there I got to network and just rub shoulders with. And even when I got home, I was like sad, like, damn, maybe I didn't attack it the way I should have. Cause you know, nigga like me, I'm from here. I've been places, but I ain't never been nowhere. And you gotta understand, they was like courting me. So when I came, as soon as I got off the plane, bro, in Houston, they picked me up in the big Suburban. Feel me? As soon as we got to the telly, it was all paid for. Everything was included. Niggas like, bless me for real. So like, I never moved around like that before. So it was hard for me to network and be on my business and still be able to be in the moment and be like, enjoy this shit and be like, yo, bro, I'm about to go back. I'm about to come back to the hood. You know what I mean? Type
Absolutely.
Shit. So,
absolutely. So you said that they were very like welcoming. Is that like which song you think they resonated with the most?
Yo, bro, I'm gonna keep it P. Niggas, I didn't. I'm not gonna say niggas. I didn't get to perform none. I wasn't really trying to perform none. There wasn't really no room for me to perform none. They had a couple, like, dynamics where people were performing, but like I said, they had an itinerary. You feel me? Where it was already lined up, and it was like they had like when I landed, they had a like a silent listening party. Also, yeah, I forgot about that. He also dropped his album too around that time too. So he had a silent album listening party. Niggas all in there with the headphones and shit. You feel me? It's all quiet. Sneakers like squeaking and shit on the floor and shit. You know what I mean? But like, it was like that. So like, you know what I mean? Everything was already kind of planned out. So I didn't perform, but I will say that I am grateful because I was able to, like I said, finalize the feature with him. And it's in the works on when we trying to, you know what I mean, figure out to get it out. But it is finalized. I'm just trying to roll it out in a proper way, you know what I mean? That'd be most beneficial for me, most beneficial for him, and like hopefully do a visual. He does the TRAEDAY shit every year, so hopefully I'm trying to get down there and maybe try to do something.
Very cool. Very cool,
God,
yeah, man, I can't wait to see what kind of visuals come with the project this summer, and all together, like, I think we're putting things together in the right way.
100%.
And I remember when you first said, like, there's a lot of interviews, there's a lot of people that like come and go, but like you were like, yo, you're cool, like come kick it with us.
Yeah,
like, and I was like, I remember that and I respect that because I don't know. I don't relate to a lot of people, I try to say to myself, but like at the end of the day I think it's valid that people can relate, you know what I mean? People can
energy is real, bro.
like move in the right ways.
Energy is real, bro. If I feel like I would hang out with you, bro, like, bro, we chopping it up, camera not even know we chopping it up, bro. Like, you feel me? If I feel like I can hang out with you like that, then you valid me, you feel me? Because it's like, nigga, I fuck with you personally, like, I really fuck with you, and then this is just extra, you know what I mean? This is just business that we doing on top.
We just a couple of youngsters who had to figure out the computer by just clicking shit.
Where niggas was talking about, what did you tell me about the shit you was saying about the nigga with the pirate shit?
Oh,
talking about like Pirates Bay. It was like back and forth and like fucking.
Yeah, so like if you need to use like a BitTorrent or whatever, I don't know. Somebody went to the library one day, and they thought they could dodge any like surveillance. This is just word to the wise. If you search anything you post or search on the internet will always be tracked. It is never gone. It is never untraceable. But regardless, the wisest person can find it. This person thought they couldn't. He went to the library. How do you start a Bitcoin wallet? How do you start, a platform to have people make transactions with Bitcoin? And that was actually Silk Road. That man is now free because Trump pardoned him.
Now I was gonna be like, what's your take on? But I don't want to put a nigga in a political question seat.
That's okay.
Also, I'm not a political nigga though. You feel me? So it's like I'm not really like.
My take
it don't matter what your take is. I don't mean it like that. It does matter to me.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
It doesn't matter. No cap though. It don't matter because it's like I feel like I'm not knowledgeable enough anyways.
Yeah, and like I think this is probably my biggest flaw as a journalist is that I don't touch upon anything too vulgar or crude or anything like political because why not? Wait, that's the things that sell, right? Who determines what sells? Sex, drugs, violence, war, topics that are always going to be crude in nature. But I know I would get more views, but I'm probably more on that Ubuntu side where why can't we all get along? But I'm also not like that. I'm also a conquistador, but I'm not, I don't know, I probably think I'm more pure than I am. To answer your question, what do I think about him getting pardoned? I could care less. My stance on politics is like The Bronx Tale. The movie The Bronx Tale, Bronx Tale. Mickey Mantle can't pay my rent. Okay?
Real shit.
So,
that's real shit.
Why do I care about Mickey Mantle? I still gotta wake up every single day and pay my.
That's how I feel too, in a sense where it's like, not why do I care about it, because I don't never wanna, I feel like already as a nigga who raps, I feel already that I'm in this square of like, oh, he talks about this. And not even like he talks political, but like his mindset about this thing is like, I already know he's ignorant about these things. It's like, I have to be very transparent. I am ignorant about politics. I'm not gonna say that I don't care because it affects me, it affects you, it affects everybody around. I do understand that. Politics is also a slow race, but it's just.
And I look, from my stance, like I am aware that I'm the most classified gender, race, orientation. I know I'm privileged, I know I'm entitled, I know we were talking about earlier, made me a little petty. You make one move to me in traffic, I might make 4 back. But by the end of the day, as long as we get both there safe, no, but at the end of the day, I don't find politics to be too important because it's so polarized now. It's so extreme and it's so, I don't know, man. It's kind of like, it's not intimidating, but it's also not something I really even want to touch, so.
At all.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know I know I'm asking you questions. What do you got coming up, though? I know we've been talking a lot about me. I'm just curious. I'm
further educating myself, going to graduate school. I am trying to do something with basketball in the summer around this area.
I feel that.
And just trying to see more. We're in a city, but there's so many geographic wonders, very close vicinity. Talking the Catskills, talking Hunter Mountain, talking all different kinds of landscapes. So really just more exploration and less letting time pass me by.
Enjoying life. basketball type shit. Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
Wholeheartedly. Whole hearts. Whole hearts. Listen, I ain't did it.
You never know what's next.
Yo, the piece up is always 30. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I've been
Walk like Richard Nixon.
That boy said
softly but carry a big stick.
I gotta yo, I ain't gonna lie, I might have to freak that picture in. Like this.
Yeah.
That'd be kinda
for,
tough.
for Kid Cudi, man, like if you talk about there's not enough stoner music, man, it's not enough. It's not enough. Wiz Khalifa just came out with freaking Kush and Orange Juice 2.
I heard a couple songs.
Who in their right mind? That's like Dodgeball 2.
Nigga said who. But also,
it can't be
but
conceived
hear me though. If they dropped a Dodgeball 2, I think out of curiosity I would watch.
Well, of course.
Remember they dropped How High 2, and it was Dirt with Yachty and DCM.
It's terrible, yeah.
But it's like because of
how high is he?
Yeah. because of
Stay off the weed.
Because of the name of How High, bro. It's like I was like, all right, I'll watch that shit. See what's up.
Batman, Ant-Man, Superman.
You did?
Yeah. So. No, but here's the thing, man. Who you got winning the playoffs?
I don't even
Are
like
we going
sports.
to war?
I'm gonna tell you now.
How many tea parties are you attending with the P's and Q's? How many taxes are you tariffed, and how many shorties are you taxing?
Alright, I don't like sports. I forgot the second question. Tariffs are crazy. I mean,
245.
I'm still shopping in the hood, so I ain't gonna lie. I'll keep it pure.
Second time 45, Donald Trump, president 45. Second time he's been in office, 2 times, 245%. Everything's really made in China though.
You see how niggas
Even
on
PDR.
You see.
You didn't mention your parents conceived.
Yeah, I don't be telling a lot of people that because I feel like a lot of people think I'm like lying about that shit. You know what I mean?
In transit.
I was born in Shanghai, and originally I was supposed to be raised Far East. I might have been like not even.
How East? Like Beast Coast East?
No, like fly like a G6. That Far East.
That's quick. That's like Cedar Point, top door dragster goes 0 to 120 in 4 seconds.
Is this really?
God rest his soul. They had to shut it down. A bolt flew off. You don't play.
Somebody died in that shit?
No, nobody died. But someone got hit in the head with a bolt, I believe. So
a bolt?
I got a bolt, nut and bolt screw.
And they got hit with it?
It was like a lug
top
nut.
Speed though?
It was like a small
Top
lug
speed.
nut. It came off. And so now they're not going to continue it. They're not going to discontinue it. They're going to leave it. It's going to go extinct because when you're talking about that, I went there.
But the person, I guess I'm still stuck on the person who got hit by the lug nut.
You have to speak to them. I'm sure they have a fine lawsuit. Just like the person that Patrick Beverly took the ball and the fans nicely give him the... Well, first Patrick Beverly throws the ball, the fan gives it back nicely, spikes it off. You know what I mean? People are going to take advantage of the situations, as they should. But regardless, they're not going to continue the top thrill dragster because the day I was there was the day Ken Griffey Jr. was there. And now when you wait in line for 90 minutes and you only go on a ride for 20 seconds, some might consider that to be absurd.
Were you wearing Ken Griffey's while you were waiting for Ken Griffey?
I had no style, man. I went to Catholic school. I didn't know my ass from a hole in the wall. But Ken Griffey got to ditch the whole line. Cause it's Ken Griffey. Like, yeah, man, like go right ahead. You're freaking Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
And I waited, but I had to piss so bad, man. I was like, God, like, damn, man, this is gonna be so.
Racehorse.
You know, pardon my using the Lord's name in vain. I was at Camp Echo, Encountering Christ Helping Others, and on the last day, we'd always go to Cedar Point. And God bless my dad, he'd give us $50, my sister and I. And we'd be like, oh yeah, Dad, we spent it all. Meanwhile, we like rationed, like spent like $7 to $10, pocketed the rest. You gotta do what you gotta do. Take advantage of the situation. Regardless, I had to piss so bad. So bad. I was going up the roller coaster, I come back down and have to piss. I checked my pants, they're dry.
Wow.
It just evaporated, dude. It was like physics.
I think you pissed on yourself, but I think that the speed.
I think it went back up. And I don't know. It never exited. But dude, it was like ride of my life. Dude, and then the next was Millennium Force. Millennium Force is fucking top number. Maverick. Cedar Point, you gotta go. Dry rides, Ohio, Cedar Point. Wet rides, Ohio, Kings Island. Go to Cincinnati, go to Kings Island.
Yo, you're like, your thought process is like a fucking, you know, like when you see like, you know, like they see the detectives, they'll have the board with the thumbtacks on it and they'll have the strings. It's like this thing goes like this, this thing goes like this, and it goes like this, and everything's just like pinned together, but it's like, I don't know. It's wild because I don't think like that, but it's crazy that you operate like that.
Thank you.
So I'm like, you know.
No, honestly, it's like the pyramids. They're all built 90 degrees perfectly. But like, I only think that way because I just pull shit out of my ass. You know what I mean? Like, think of.
Is that what it is? Like, you're just a good bullshitter? Is that what it is all the time?
Well, I have very random and obscure knowledge.
Okay.
Like in Newark, Ohio, where I'm from, the mound builders has these different angles that are all perfectly like. I just think like, I don't know. Like both my parents went to law school.
Okay.
My mom dropped out first year because it was so stressful. She was throwing up. She couldn't do it. She's front row, trying to get the answer so bad, she couldn't get it. My dad's in the back row, bullshitting, you know, shooting shit. Oh, well, what do you think, role maker in the back of the class? Formulates a great answer. Oh, well, as a matter of fact, you are correct. And so, like, the gift of gab is definitely a combination of both my parents.
So you feel like you've adapted that?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to be a lawyer or a teacher. I just know that I want to use my voice, and I know that I want to talk to cool people like
PC mod, PC mod.
No, I mean we gotta like California is like.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
All right, so let's do the Cali one time. You gotta do it swaggy down. Oh boy. Oh, he locked it.
Yeah.
You gotta
like,
fizzle it, but then you gotta.
Dude, it is what it is, man. Like around here, as long as people are cool, and as long as we can fuck up the function.
How do you feel?
The function.
How you feel about the drink out?
Nah, this is only good one. This is only good response. It's too much troll culture. It's too much troll.
Let's speak on that.
You couldn't have done it any worse. Like, you gotta understand. He's trying to will the AI over Tupac's will.
I think when he did the AI shit, I think for the times, honestly, I keep it real. I think for the times, I think it was creative. You know?
No, but I'm talking about in the process of the disses. Like,
nah, that's what I'm saying.
The
I think it was creative.
The return fires in the diss.
Yeah, I think it was creative, but I don't think
Tupac's voice.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like tough. And then who gave him the pass? I mean, I'm not nobody.
Who am I, right? Who gave us the pass?
Yeah, but who gave us the pass to even speak on it? But it's like, who gave him the pass to do that? It's like, imagine, I don't know who's a Canadian legend. Like, who's a Canadian artist legend, you know? Justin Bieber. Like, Justin Bieber. Like, imagine.
Alanis Morissette. She's
tough.
tough.
Is that?
Isn't it ironic? You know, when it's like 10,000 spoons, you know.
Now you gotta show me after this shit.
Death row pardons. It's just, you know.
You
it's like rain.
Oh, that?
On your way, a tree. Yeah.
I know that song.
Yeah,
that song. That's her though?
I want to think she's Canadian.
But let's assume she is. Imagine Kendrick dissing Drake and then using her AI voice. Or like, even using Justin Bieber's AI voice. It's like, yo, bro, it's like, who are you
Too much mashing up, man. Don't mash with my potatoes. I mean, leave your mashed potatoes on your plate. Don't mash my sound. You know, do your thing. Don't mash an AI and intricate and take pieces and bits and like do your thing. Obviously, he makes a $9,000 win on bet, and he's like, all right, we'll take it. Like, he's clearly like doing something right. But like, you're gonna ask me? I'm Kendrick through and through, man. I just got ready to college.
I'm a Kendrick fan too. Like, I remember, do you remember a point in time when it was like you're either like Kendrick or like J. Cole? Like, not like personality, but I mean like I went through, fair enough. I went through a phase with my friends where it was like either you were a J. Cole fan or you were a Kendrick Lamar fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I was more Kendrick, and then
I definitely was Kendrick.
But you can see why both they're comparable.
It's just the war of attrition. Like, if you talk about the long route, he planted the seeds. The Heart Part 5, he dissed Big Sean and like killed Big Sean. But anyways, it all started with the Big Sean song, the Control verse. He shut down the arena. He set the layer. Gridiron was clear. And so beyond that, the BET Awards, he dissed him. The countless times. And so it was just making up and like Drake had the shot. Nothing Drake did could be wrong. Everything he did turned to gold. Everyone he saw, Princess Nokia, or Ice Spice, she's now gold. Like, everything he saw was good, and but now he's not untouchable.
Yes, but
long time coming.
Everybody still can't do that though. everybody still can't touch Drake.
And everyone can't tell that in the Not Like Us video, there's a guy that looks so much like Birdman at the end. And like every single thing is so well calculated.
You see that one Drake video, the nigga got crushed by the rock? It was fucking, looked like XXX.
Oh man, that's fucked up. But I'm telling you, there's nothing worse than the stream shit because you get paid, your streams, you make 0.067.
Bro, that shit dirt, bro. I'm not eating no streams, bro. What?
Cents on every, like, what, 300 plays or some shit?
I'm not eating no streams.
How is $1 not a play? How is it not a one-on-one? But either way,
niggas gotta go buy
that's
the album.
Snoop Dogg thing.
Niggas gotta buy the album because when you go to like, you know, you can stream, but you know, you can go to like Apple Music. And like you can like, or iTunes rather. You go to iTunes.
You could, hypothetically.
But I'm saying that will give me more money than you just going to Spotify. Like if you support me, go.
But how do you beat a Drake? Drake is a behemoth who's won years and years in a row. Is it not smart to war of attrition buy the bots? I'm not putting it past Kendrick.
I'm not putting it past.
I don't even know nothing about it. I'm talking about buy the bots. Buy the bots.
You say it like you know what the fuck.
Send it in, Jerome.
Buy the bots.
Do what you gotta do.
I don't know, but I don't know about the bot shit. I'm not putting it past anybody because what they're on the same, not same label, but same. I don't know, record
Mainstream,
whatever the fuck.
Yeah, we're far underground, man. I'm the world's best underground personality, world's best kept secret, world's best kept underground. I could pass as Puerto Rican, but really I'm Italian. Hello, and I'm here.
I'm the world's best. I'm the world's best fashionista slash unrecorded porn star slash jet skier slash, I got like two more, like you said, slash hunter slash. Can I come back to my other one?
Give me one brand, one strain, and one beverage. Go.
One brand. Fuck.
Okay.
Beverage, Pepsi. Strain, sour diesel. Brand, fuck, I don't know. What was something we said? Nokia. I don't know, that's a brand. No, I want to double down. I want to go back and say, Polo. Ralph Lauren. I really like Ralph Lauren.
What the Helly Hansen?
I really do like Polo.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Give me a second. Helly.
Oh, you about to go with that?
Yeah, it's raining up here today. It's gonna rain for like 7 days. I gotta elevate my home. And I gotta sell it. It takes on a lot of water. Gotta get the driveway done.
After that.
Got a new roof, but now the chimney.
That's nice. That's a piece, bro. It's humble too. It's this. It
What are you
really
gonna
like
do?
details, bro.
What are you gonna do?
A piece, bro.
Forget about it.
This is a piece. Go ahead, Lee. Chris,
Alright,
I got this too.
I'm about to get up out of here.
Yeah, I don't got shit else to talk about.
Look. BB Summon?
No, this is Stolen Arts. It's like a brand. They do like BB style belts, but
Okay.
they do more exotic shit. Like
Okay.
this is lyric.
Can you get me one of them, a lady tracksuits? Them look so freaking smooth and silky polyester.
Oh, the silver shit. I was wondering, you seen the silver?
Yeah, the 3M. We might have to push some more content. Let's push some more pen.
Wait, yeah. I want to give her a shout out. What's her name?
Cause I don't think I'm too unattractive.
Dibiaku.
You know, you know what I mean? I could definitely make it look right. Yeah, I could rock it right. Just don't rock it left. And then you might get left, and then you got nowhere to get right.
For sure. Before we go, I do want to say this though, because you know I gotta get my little, I gotta like plug my little promo shit. Every fucking Tuesday, bro, I'm dropping music, I'm dropping content. I want niggas to.
We getting technical this Tuesday. Tee 'em up. Send it in. Like Bob Knight.
I want niggas to like really take this journey with me. Like I'm from the top of the year, I just been dropping music. So
I'm throwing chairs on the court.
you feel me?
Nah, but I'm just trying to get back on the court.
You on the court right now? You bowling?
I can't stand court, man. I'm trying to get back in the auditorium.
In the gym.
More life, man.
In the gym.
More mics. What a shame I didn't ask you more questions. But hey, man, it's Sunday. It's about time to go home and make a nice
Go get a snacky.
fat stack patty knack. Yeah, I gotta chill before I say something else.
Say it. On documented.
On
camera. Every fucking Tuesday. Get the fuck with me. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Fresh news. We always won. Tap the fucking my boy Ian. Told this shit.
I keep hitting my head on this.
He getting baby.
What they do?
He getting baby. What's wrong with him? He getting baby. He can't even see shit. He getting. He's getting baby. We out here.
Done for.